ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Geis. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now, Haskins. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Third down, here's Haskins. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
Hands up! Lead! Check Mike 27. Here it goes! Here it goes!
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
44. Here you go. General West.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Lady! 53. Watch the pass.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 3rd down, Haskins forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. Your right-handed rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Check 6 guys. Check 53's mine.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
36.
Here you go, can. Here you go, 368.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
At the 38-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
93, 52, 93, 44. Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44.
And Dalton to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a handoff, Geis going right. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. To throw on third down. Haskins. Hits his target. It's Adrian Peterson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run with Geis. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
On 3rd down, Thompson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh.
They'll run with Peterson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They run with Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
At the Redskins' 33-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike. Hey. You got it, son. Regular.
Dalton here from the gun. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a 1st down here. Andy Dalton now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
368.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
4 down, 4 down. Back. He's checking. Crash.
2 by 2. Move.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Mike, check.
2nd down, Haskins. He's going to air one out. This is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Sua Craven's up to make the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Dalton. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Eyes up. Green 18. Move.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
218, chop it.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Shift, shift.
Hey, up.
Now Dalton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Check. Crunch. 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 Six. Pull it. Pass. Check. Hey. Check 99. Check 99. Let it go.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set. Hut. Takes the outlaw. Check. 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 Anyone. Switch. Switch.
On 3rd down, Thompson. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Again, a run with Thompson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, Washington.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This is Geis. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I hope we brought the
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Dancing to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Mike Part 9. Mike Part 9.
Yeah.
Check 50. Check 50.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Gerald McCoy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. So Dalton now. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Watch the screen. Pass.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more there and another 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
27. I'm going to come back to you.
Watch this.
Watch the eye. I got him. Back to mine. I got him.
Watch this. Bravo.
Mike 27.
I'm on.
Throwing on 2nd down. Dalton. And caught left side, Olsen.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up fourth. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try on fourth. Here's Dalton. Got a man, it's right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Another chance for Dalton. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Dalton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. This will be Dalton again. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Montez Sweat in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This one from 48 yards away. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
From the 31, Haskins being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's the backup Smith. Fighting through pressure. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken from just outside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Hands up. Lead. Regular.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw. Wright's got it. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch left. Blue down.
Regular. 2-by-2. Move. Hands up.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
At the 34-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we got to get this stuff.
So now Dalton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The Panthers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Dalton wants to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Intended for Robbie Anderson. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
Check. 53.
On 4th down, Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half.